Welcome back to the Midnight Who Show, and yes, I am back! And tonight we'll be talking about Loki Season 2, Episode 3 to 6. It took a long time for me to review this show again. I was planning to review, two of them at a time. Life has other plans sometimes. For a season that's basically about them just trying to fix the temporal loom, there's so much going on, and this was a really enjoyable season, and I really, absolutely, gotta say, this is one of the best Marvel projects in a long time. The visuals, the storytelling, the cast, everything about the show is so well done. And I really think that they did a good job. This does really feel like that 2-book series. We got a nice conclusion in this one. The thing I gotta say is, a lot with Marvel lately, I haven't been really satisfied when I reach the end of one of their TV shows. But Loki is the standout. I really enjoyed the ending, and I'm going to talk a little bit spoilers in this review, because why not? First thing I want to talk about is Jonathan Majors. I do really think that they are really good as all of these variants of Kang. They do a really good job, and it is really unfortunate to see real-world events kind of, lessen everything that's going on here. But they really are phenomenal. I really enjoyed how they can bring each of these variants to life. We get to see the differences between He Who Remains and Victor Timely. It is so cool. And speaking of Victor Timely, I really liked how they are introduced this season at Chicago's World's Fair in the 1800s. That was phenomenal. That was awesome. And it also led way to some really horrifying moments with Miss Minutes. Wow. The writers really outdid themselves with that one. With that, and the kind of oh boy, such a creepy thing to think Miss Minutes is in love. Of course she is, with a He Who Raids variant. Now, when we got to episode 4, which I think is my least favorite episode of this season, I gotta say though, it had a crazy ending. It really was one of those endings that I was like, I have to wait till next week. This is what I wanted. This is just this crazy moment of all of them being just spaghettified, except Loki, who starts time slipping again. And that leads to a very different type of episode with episode 5, as it is Loki kind of time-slipping into different timelines. And we really get to see the other TVA agents in their normal lives. Like Obi being that, writer and very clever inventor. And, Mobius has his jet skis in the real as Dawn with a family. I also say that this episode is very filler, but I also think it did a lot of good things by showing their real life. As also the temporal loom is getting more unstable, and Loki realizes that he has to time slip back into it and keeps doing the same thing over and over again in episode 6, which was hilarious to see his different interactions, how they changed, and he's just getting so desperate to fix the timeline. But of course, he soon realizes that there is only one option for him, and he has to sacrifice himself. And I really think that was a brilliant choice, because we really get to see how much effort he went to just try to save his friends by time slipping back and back, but it just didn't work. And that was such an amazing scene as he's going toward the temporal loom and he's grabbing those branches. It was such a great scene. And I just really enjoyed the ending, how he's just he sacrificed and he gets to see what Mobius is going to do. And Sylvie, he did that for his friends. He finally had friends and he saved the day for them. But yeah, overall, Loki Season 2 was phenomenal. I enjoyed the show. It is a highlight of the Marvel Cinematic Universe as of late. And I will say I am still curious if they are going to continue with the Kang saga. I think they will. They can recast if they want to. But this really shows the power, I think, of Kang. And I really want more of that. What do you guys think of Loki Season 2? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye, everyone.